Okay, trainers, welcome back to another one of my Pokemon Go videos. I'm Ryan Tagan from Tagan Adventures, and I have an announcement to make. Gen 3 is officially out in Pokemon Go. Yes, I know most of you have already received the news, but 50 new Pokemon from the Hoenn region have arrived here in Pokemon Go, making a total of 55 Pokemon from Hoenn, including the Gen 3 Ghost types, well, except Shedinja, of course. And yes, when you first enter Pokemon Go for Gen 3, you'll receive this screenshot right here. And yes, we now have more information on the weather effects in Pokemon Go, the various weather conditions, the boosted spawns, and the effects of different weather conditions. So again, screenshot this lovely chart up here with all the various weather effects and their various in-game effects. And of course, with new mons comes new raids as well. Absol and Mawile, they're available as raid bosses. Absol is, if I'm not wrong, a level 4 raid boss, and Mawile is a level 2 raid boss. So look out for those. Those have shiny forms as well in the game, so keep your eyes open for that. And the nest migration, it happened 2 days ago, 14th of December. And of course, with new mons also comes new egg hatches, new Hoenn mons coming out from eggs. Again, I'll leave a chart right here, which you can take a look at. And yeah, so if you want to check out my Pokemon Auras playthrough, I'm still working on that one. I have not yet finished the game. I know most of you have, but if you want to check that out to familiarize yourself with the Hoenn mons, by all means click the eye in the top right corner. Without further ado, let's dive right into the fun with Gen 3 mons. Okay, so I'm now at the downtown area of Singapore, more specifically Little India interchange right here. And yes, this is the area where different cultures, different backgrounds get to, mix with each other. Like, of course we have our own different little sections. Of course, this is Little India. There's also Chinatown. There's also Clark Quay, if I'm aware, is a little section of its own, ethnic section of its own. But despite all this, in the downtown area, we get to kind of like have this sort of diversity in there. And I know Nick, Trainer Tips, loves diversity. So Nick, if you're watching, the downtown area is one place you can visit, and well, if you can already see malls, not exactly malls, but the buildings. There are quite a few residential areas, shopping areas around here, so definitely a place to check out for you, Nick. This place is Tekka Center. Now, Tekka means literally means foot of the bamboo in Hokkien, and this Tekka Center is actually a restaurant come hawker center come shopping center, and it serves a amazing variety of food, as seen in this clip right here, from Chinese food to Malay food to Indian food, all kinds of food. Well, they even have a clothing shop on the upper floor, which you'll see later on. And yes, enjoy the rest of the Tekka Center as I have recorded it on camera. Okay, so now I am right here in Mount Emily Park, and I'm not intending to investigate this park for any nest changes. I know the weather system is a bit, unpredictable in changing up the spawns, but I'm here to talk about one thing: Groudon. Yes, Groudon is out in Pokemon Go. Groudon is actually the box art legendary of Pokemon Ruby and as well as Omega Ruby. Well, yeah, I did find one Groudon raid just now at the Little India subway station, but no one was raiding that. So, as you know, Groudon is a pure ground type, so it is weak to water, grass, and ice types. But in Omega Ruby, they, kind of switch things up with the introduction of primal forms, namely Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Yeah, in Omega Ruby, Primal Groudon is actually a fire and ground type, meaning it has a double weakness to water type attacks, and a single weakness to ground type attacks. And what makes matters worse is that it has an ability, Desolate Land, which makes all water type moves ineffective. Basically, they do zero damage. So, well, depending on how Niantic plays it, how the Pokemon Company decides to play it with Pokemon Go, we may either get regular Groudon with three weaknesses, or we can get a Primal Groudon with Desolate Land with just one weakness. Anyway, let's hop on over to the game right now. At Mount Emily Park, I do not see any good spawns here, except for Corsolas. Well, Gen 3, Zigzagoon, Gulpin. Other than that, there's nothing really spectacular going on in the game. So, yeah. Yeah. I think we should move on. Okay, so yes, I've made it to my next destination. Right now, I am about to enter Gardens by the Bay here in the Marina Bay area, and right behind me is one of Singapore's most iconic hotels, the Marina Bay Sands, with the epic view of the city centre right there. Raffles Place, City Hall, all right behind me now, and yes, Marina Bay Sands once again. So, yeah, right now, about to enter Gardens by the Bay. Gonna hop into Pokemon Go soon, and yes, let's move on. Okay, so yes, I know I said I was gonna demonstrate the weather system, the dynamic weather system in Pokemon Go, and yes, that is what I will explain right now. So, as you can see, this is the Gardens by the Bay Pokemon Go. So yeah, spawns here well pretty much water-based spawns. Pikachu is a Pikachu, Geodude, Zigzagoon. I'd say pretty you know average for now. So the weather in Pokemon Go now is partly cloudy, which does actually reflect right out here. And yeah, the associated types here are normal type and rock type Pokemon. So these types will appear more frequently, like the Zigzagoon, and they'll be stronger, and they'll earn you 25% more Stardust. So I should be getting 125 Stardust off this Zigzagoon rather than the usual 100. So yes, I do gain 25 extra Stardust. Just gonna appraise this guy real quick. Transfer. So yeah, I'm just gonna go along, keep on exploring, and yeah, I think this is gonna be a pretty lit exploration of Gardens by the Bay. And yes, I was here for the Global Catch Challenge, during Pokemon Go travel event. And well, yes, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so there is a pretty decent cluster at this stop right here. And as you can see, though some Pokemon would have a little swirly blue, light pale blue thing at, well, around them. So those with those swirly blue things around them are the Pokemon that are boosted by the weather condition. So like this Ammonite, boosted by the current weather condition, which is partly cloudy. So a very commonly asked question is, what if there are two weather conditions out there in the real world, like rainy and cloudy? So what would happen is Pokemon Go would choose the predominant weather condition. So if it's mostly rainy, well, Pokemon Go just decides the weather is rainy. Well, yeah. So we're gonna clean up this cluster spawn real quick. Okay guys, I am back in the Taken Adventures headquarters. So yes, that kind of wraps it up for today's video. I actually had to cut this short because of time constraints. Now it is already 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and yeah, Nick, he's having a meetup, a fan meetup today at the Hogang area. It's at 5:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, gonna wrap this video up pretty quick. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I'm gonna edit this video real quick now, get it out ASAP. So that's all for today, and have a good one.